Alright, hello my friends, and welcome back. My name is Sunny, and today we're hopping back into Kingdoms and Castles. In the previous episode, we got our stuff set up, we've got a little bit of a nice thing going, and currently, as you can see, we are waiting for these Vikings to come invade our village and make us cry, as it were. They might actually... Why is this witch's hut still here? Okay, so here's the thing. I've unsubscribed to all of the mods, but I can't make the witch go away. Sure. We'll give her the food. Anyway, it's a little bit frustrating. These Vikings are gonna run into these wolves, so we might actually be okay, maybe? I mean, it depends on how many wolves they run into. They're gonna run into another pack over here. Is that all? Yeah, it looks like it. Oh well. So, in this episode, we want to try and focus on building some defenses because, as we all may know, or at least I know, shortly after the first Viking attack, we get our first dragon attack. And that is gonna be a pain. It's not gonna be fun, and we're gonna have to do something in order to protect ourselves. I mean, it's kind of like... It's almost pointless, right? Because even if we build a tower and put a ballista on it, which we can't even afford because we don't have a chamber, or we can't do it at all because we don't have a chamber of war, and we're not taxing our peasants. We can't really afford to tax the peasants, unfortunately, as their happiness isn't great. I mean, it was at 70, which is okay, but it's not good. All right. Yeah, our food stores are running low. It's okay. It's all good. It's not really that big of a deal. So like I said, they came in, they assaulted us, and then they ran off. Go figure. Can we see how much HP they have? I don't know if they regen or not. Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. They stole some people and ran off. Lovely. Okay, so let's get to building, shall we? Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some wooden castle blocks. It doesn't really help us all that much, I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna do it right here. I'm gonna do a little squat tower, and then we'll do another one over here. Got a decent amount of wood, so it's not really that big of a deal. What we'll want to do is we're gonna want to get more houses set up, I think, as well. If we can get some more housing, maybe we should start working on coal, actually. Because what's your deal? Why are you unhappy? Yeah, you have no coal. Or charcoal? Coal, charcoal, kind of the same thing? Sorta, kinda. Not really. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up a charcoal maker right here next to the wood. And then we're gonna need a well over here as well. A well as well. And then I think that should be fine. We might want 2 charcoal makers. I guess I could put one more behind it, if that tree wasn't in the way. Let's just chop down these trees real quick. That should resolve the issue. Yeah. Okay. So we've got the charcoal makers, and then got the well, stockpile right there. Should be fine. Okay, so we've got lots and lots of jobs we're missing nobody? Event planners. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's go ahead and build our Chamber of War if we can. We cannot, we need money. I have to be able to tax our peasants in order to get money, and frankly, I could probably afford a 5% tax rate. It's going to drop our happiness a little bit, but it shouldn't be too big of a deal, I don't think. They should gain some happiness as they start to get charcoal in the house. We are... Oh, it's too far away, huh? Well, what I could do, I suppose, is we're actually going to need it over here as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up a stockpile over here. And I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we're going to find out. What if I set this to the desired limit of 0, and then set this to the desired limit of 0? That should mean that once this stockpile is built, it's the only place that they can put the charcoal. So they'll bring it over here, I hope. That's the plan, at least. We've got a house on fire. It's a disaster. Okay, Harry Otley, please move out of the way, sir. I know you're trying to build the stockpile. Okay, there we go. It is built. So, what else do you put? Okay, we shouldn't have to worry about anything else coming over here. And is that charcoal I see being delivered? It sure is. Okay, fantastic. So that does mean now I have to see if these guys are producing enough. Yeah, they're making 15. Okay, cool. How many houses do we have? 3-4 cottages, and they require 5 apiece, so we need a total of 20 charcoal to be made. From that alone, we are making 30 currently, so that should be good to go. Yeah. Seems decent. Alright, so now that we are taxing our lovely peasants, let's go ahead and save up for our Chamber of War, and that will allow us to build ballistas and archer towers to put on top of our little outposts here. And we're going to build a couple more. I would like to put one over here. We actually probably want 2 over here. Probably one here in this corner, and then one up here. It's probably the best way to go about this. And we'll probably need one up on this corner. And these may actually become permanent. Just on the end of the road, right? Yeah, we'll probably make these like actual permanent buildings once we get to the point that we can make them stone. Hey, look! It's a dragon. Who'da thunk it? I totally didn't say that we would have a dragon coming. No. No, I did not. Not me. Alright, so Mr. Dragon's gonna come get us, and he's gonna make us cry. He's gonna burn our farms down, eat our villagers, that kind of thing. You know, the things that dragons do. So we'll have to just kinda play it cool. Oh, actually, if I'm not mistaken, maybe on the first run through with the dragon, he just inspects the place and then bounces. I actually think that might be the case, though I do have it on hard, so I don't know if that changes anything. Our food supply is running low, apparently. It's not really that low. Okay, we need some more housing, but if we do more housing, we need more charcoal makers. I think it's better just to do the housing and then wait on the charcoal makers. Let's go ahead and build another cottage, We want some more homes so that when people visit, they have somewhere to go. I think this is probably fine. The largest issue we're going to encounter, I think, is going to be space. Like, I can extend this here, and I can do some manors over here on the right side. I can also do some right here. I don't want them getting too close to these charcoal makers, though. Like, if I... Yeah, I don't know. This is weird. Because these guys are, like, really happy, right? Yeah, you guys are pretty happy. You guys, on the other hand, are not that happy. I'm not entirely sure why. Is it because of the lack of charcoal? Although we are getting... I think it's because of how close they are to the charcoal makers, honestly. That might be the case. Could also be that they want fish. But I don't really have the ability to start fishing. It's a little bit on the expensive side. Costs money, and currently we are trying to save up money. We have 3 years until the next Viking attack. If we can, it would be very much ideal for us to get our Chamber of War set up so that we can start building some archer towers and also some ballistas. That would just be the best thing for us right now. This guy is set to... I guess you... Okay. So in Banished, you can set your foresters to plant and replant, or do either or both, or you can change it is what I'm trying to say. In this one you cannot. They just kind of automatically do it. So what do you have to say? Yes, we did see the dragon, and I do plan on building some defenses. However, currently I have to... Oh, they want a church or a library. I see. Well, unfortunately, the church costs money, and the library costs even more money. We could put a church right here. I wouldn't be against putting a church right here. Okay, so if we build the church, we can then maybe tax them more and get more money more quickly. Let's build the church. Hopefully it doesn't take them forever to build it. We might actually be able to... Let's demolish this. I don't think we need that one. Also, maybe don't need this one. I think these 4 towers are gonna be enough. Maybe. They could maybe not be enough, actually. What we could do is make them slightly more scary. That's not gonna work. That will look very, very funny. Hold on, let's see if we can get kind of a neat looking tower design going here. It's 3, and then... So what if we do... that? Let's see. That's a lot of wood, but it might be nifty looking. And if that's the case, then we can actually, like, use this as a more permanent structure when we get our stone walls. And we can replace this with stone. We'll have to see what happens. The church is going to take a little while to build. Wonder if maybe we should get a caretaker, a cemetery caretaker. We could get one set up right here. Or maybe down here and get the graveyard. Actually, yeah. Let's get a caretaker there. I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, it would look... I guess it would look nice if we had the wall on the inside. Maybe. I don't know. Let's get rid of it. I'm being indecisive as it is. As it stands currently. Okay. So, grab up all the wood that you just spent all your time placing there and go take it back to the stockpiles, please. If you don't mind. Okay, so our happiness is looking pretty good. The next thing that we want to do is probably get a clinic. But this is going to consume more money. I guess it's not that big of a deal. I'm probably going to place it right here. Of course, that hovel catches on fire as soon as I go to place the clinic. Why wouldn't it? Okay. Do we want to... We have no workers. So we could get a boost to happiness if it wasn't on fire. Everything over here just caught fire for no reason, it would seem. Okay, we've got 1 year until the next Viking attack. I don't think there's any way we're gonna get to the amount of money we need. We need the Chamber of War, and then we also have to spend 20 on... Wait, hold on. Oh, you don't need a Chamber of War for an Archer Tower? Okay. That works for me. So we'll do Archer Towers, and then... The real... I guess you need ballistas for the dragon. So the Chamber of War can wait a little while. I believe we can afford to increase the tax rate here. It's going to drop the happiness down a little bit, but we should be okay, I think. Got the cemetery caretaker. How much do basic cemeteries cost? Quite a bit. We don't have any use for them currently, so we might as well just wait. And I'm going to wait and see... Okay. So the Vikings are invading, which means we do want our Archer Tower on. I learned a trick where you can actually disable your Archer Towers whenever they're not being used, so that it's not consuming the gold. However, what we're going to have to do right now is see where the heck these Vikings are coming from. Luckily, I think they're actually... They're going to run through 1, 2, probably 3 packs of wolves. So they might be so low that we can... Wait. What? They're cheating. Yo. That's cheating. You can't walk through the water. Well then. That's something, I suppose. We're waiting for some more money. I don't think this Archer Tower is gonna be able to attack them at all. I'm like 99% sure that we're not going to be able to attack these guys. Let's go ahead and get it set up once we have the money. It's not going to do anything this go around, but that's alright. Not a big deal. I mean, really, the first couple of Viking attacks are just... Oops. Are just annoying more than anything. They're not, like, super devastating by any means. Okay, so these guys are like, let's actually close the cemetery caretaker. Not really point in having him working right now, he's just consuming funds. The clinic, on the other hand, there is a good reason to have that going. You know, this might actually get built in enough time for the Vikings here. Maybe? Let's see. It's really once they start having bandits that it becomes a real annoyance. Okay, so you're gonna torch our tower there, and we're gonna shoot at you. You are definitely getting away. There is no doubt about that. Yeah. Later, dude. Have a good one. Unfortunate, but at least we have a couple archer towers. They're not very efficient. We can turn this off now. We can turn both of them off. So yeah, they're not very efficient, mostly just because they're so far away from one another. We need to make the towers slightly higher. Because right now, well, it's overlapping, but I think the blue range is where they're most effective. The dark blue. And then this light grayish blue area here. Well, this is like a baby blue. Anyway, this lighter area here, I think they're less effective. Though I'm not entirely sure on that one. Could not be the case. Yeah, you're traumatized, I know. It's horrible. It's the worst. You'll be okay. So, until we have cemeteries and, like, dead people, there's not really any point in having this on. That's why I turned it off. And the archer towers aren't doing anything just sitting here, so they'll just consume money. Let's also... I would really like to start working on our Chamber of War, but we need a lot more money. Could get a Great Hall. That would look very nice. It's also a huge amount of stone. And it would probably look best if I did it like over here somewhere. Could do it right behind. Let's see. If I did it behind, that would look pretty nice. Or I could even separate it. So, one thing that I would like to do is I would like to run a road around the keep. I'm not even actually going to look at what they are saying because, frankly, I'm not worried about it. Not at the moment, at least. So we want to leave space right here because I'm going to eventually put more treasure rooms on either side here. We have idle people. Let's not have idle people. Or at least not that many idle people. Trying to decide if I want to build the Great Hall. I should probably wait, right? Should probably wait and just build this Chamber of War. It's a little bit more important. It has some very obvious benefits to it. It allows us to build the barracks and the archer school, as well as the ballistas. All of which are incredibly important to our survival. So that tower idea wouldn't actually work here in the front because of the way I have it structured. Unfortunately, we don't have the space in order to build the outcroppings. I don't know what to call it. The extra parts? Yeah, I don't know. So the dragon attack is going to be a big deal. I'm waiting very patiently for us to get some money so that I can build this Chamber of War. That is currently my plan of action. And it is taking a little bit of time. So hopefully you will be patient with me. And we will have a look at our little city here and Or a village, I suppose. It's not quite a city yet. Oh, there we go. Money. Fantastic. So, where do we want to place the Chamber of War? I might place it right here. Although it would maybe look better over here. Just like so. It's going to look a little weird for right now. But keep in mind we will be adding more treasuries, right here and right here, so it'll look a little bit more even. It also adds a little bit to the right side here, where the left side of the building is very... I sort of wish that the keep was a little bit more centered and not like built off to the right. But it's okay. It's not a big deal. Bothers me a little bit, but I just like things to be lined up. I like them to be centered. I like them to look symmetrical. And that is something that this is not doing. Currently, at least. Okay, so we've got 20. I'm waiting for 5 more. Yeah. Waiting for 5 more gold so that I can construct ourselves our first manor, which will house a pretty significant number of people and will allow us to continue to grow and expand. We have a pretty decent chunk of food. We've got a pretty decent chunk of wood, stone, charcoal. Everything seems to be going quite well. Kind of surprised, actually. I figured hard would be a lot harder, but it seems to not really be all that much harder. Although it might increase in difficulty when we get, like, our first bandit raid. Like, it might... I bet that's probably what the difficulty does. It probably makes it to where you're more likely... Where do I want to build this? I could actually start building some buildings inside the keep here. But I don't really want to do that. Oh, we could build it next to the stockpile. This is not a bad spot. Let's build it right there. So, unfortunately, my plans have kind of shifted. I think I might use this area over here as housing. And, I mean, the iron is right there, though. There's also iron over here. But we have to be able to get... And there's iron right here. Yeah, I'll probably make this area over here our industry section. I'm going to try and lump the industries together, but it's kind of hard. It is a little difficult. Because it's going to be a little spread out, is the thing. We also, there's stone and iron here. This wolf's den concerns me, but it's not too big of a deal. Could start getting some fish. I'm actually not totally opposed to that. Do we have fish in this little area? Unfortunately not. That would have been nice. It would have looked quite nice. No, I think we're gonna put it right here. I'm not too sure what the front of this building is, like which way is... I think this is the way it's supposed to face. How many of these can I fit? I think 1, and then I think I can fit another. If I had the money, I could... Wait, what don't I have? Do I not have the wood for it? Yeah, I don't have the wood. Okay, that's not too big of a deal. We may need another forester at some point, but currently I'm just kinda chilling with the one. I don't know if we really need another one. We'll have to... probably. We probably do need another one. Let's be realistic here. Over here is not a bad spot. If I'm gonna do, like, housing up here, this is a horrible spot for one. However, there are trees here, and this is not a bad spot. But it's also fertile land, and we're going to need that for farms, so I take it back. It's horrible. It's a horrible spot. How far does this go? So we could probably put one like right up here. Can I pin this? No, I can rename it. Okay, that's a little frustrating. I would like to be able to pin that so that I can see. Of course, there are no roads, so that's a little bit of a problem. Okay, we'll figure this forester thing out in the next episode. If you've enjoyed this one, be sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe for some more Kingdoms and Castles content. Catch all the episodes right here on the channel Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. PT. There's a link to our Discord channel down in the description below. Be sure to check that out if you are interested. I will also be playing other games here on the channel, and I believe what I might do is take either requests or potentially put up a list of games and allow you guys to vote to see what you guys want to see here on the channel. That's potentially something that I'm going to do. Let me know down in the comments section if that's something that you would be interested in doing. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed it. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next episode.